Hello everyone, it is Walt here, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Grow With Me kind of YouTube project for 2020. So kind of me jumping on board with Liz's amazing idea here of growing with the help of other channels and with the right advice, kind of sharing for new YouTubers. So I want to kind of give some advice as my experience with it. I mean, at this point my channel has about 2,080 subscribers, so I am not PewDiePie here. I am not, king of the YouTube channels. I am not, like the biggest guy here. So take my advice with that kind of lens in mind. But also, I think I can give some useful tips here and kind of to talk a little bit about Liz's ideas here and really some of the great ideas she really has here, because she's got this amazing idea of Grow With Me on YouTube for 2020, and I think that this is a fantastic project and can't wait to kind of jump on board with it. So thanks for linking me in your video, Liz. I'll link you back in this one because, your content's great, so definitely people should check out your channel here and grow like crazy there. Anywho, but back to our topic here with Grow With Me on YouTube, kind of like 2020 for our new YouTubers. So here's kind of a few things about me, for example. So I started out on YouTube kind of doing some videos back on my first channel somewhere around 2012 when I was just in 8th grade or something. Since that point, when I was a freshman in high school there, I switched over to doing this permanently on just this channel, and I had a gaming focused kind of channel, and that's still the big part of my channel. I mean, we upload 4 gaming videos every day. I mean, I say we, but that's just me, so I'm making, 4 of these kind of for every day and scheduling them out months in advance because, I love video games. And I can say that a lot of that has been about that kind of content, and yeah, I mean, this is a gaming channel, but on the other hand, I've also branched out a lot into self-help because I've always had a huge passion for it, but it took me years really to build up kind of to the level where I was ready to do some public speaking about it, to shoot these kind of videos, because I was always like, I don't have the right camera, I'm not shooting the right resolution, oh, I'm not doing this scripted well enough, I need to do a million takes, and there was a lot of perfectionism that really held me back from just kind of doing this. But at this point in my life, I've kind of basically found a way to wall off nearly all the perfectionism I suffer from, so I kind of have this attitude of just go for it. You want to live your life in a case where you're going to show up to most of the things you want to do in your life. Because a big problem about life, well, a big thing about life is basically that 95% of it is showing up. So one surefire way to fail your classes is to never show up to them. One surefire way to never succeed on YouTube is to never post a video, okay? Because if you think you have to get it perfect, then that's really a problem. And don't make garbage content. I mean, you want to go for the gold standard. You want to go for making content that is good. But I'd say that a big thing is also you want your quality and you want your quantity overall. You don't need everything to be perfect. You just want to go for what you're going to go for. And sometimes it's not going to be great. Sometimes it's going to have problems with it. It'll have issues here. It'll have issues there. Sometimes there are going to be those kind of problems. But regardless of that, it's something you can get past and something you can really begin to accelerate at when you just show up and go for it. Now, so one kind of thing I'd recommend on YouTube, of course, check out all the links that Liz has on her video. Check out, the link to her video in the description because, she's got some really good advice and has the right kind of crowds for growing your YouTube channel. But my number one piece of advice is just post some content, go for it. As long as it's not, complete garbage here, you should have, the job of YouTube is to market your stuff. So YouTube is going to do the marketing for you if you put it into the algorithm right. So you want to make sure you can put your stuff into the algorithm right, and then just let YouTube market it for you. It's a good source of passive income. It's a good way, to build a long-term kind of business, all that kind of stuff, and to get your message out there to help people or to, do what it is you want to do. And so, yeah, I'd say that that's a big one, is just go for it, give it a shot, don't let perfectionism stand in your way. And if you haven't seen my Perfectionism Be Gone video, I can give you some good techniques over on that one on how to get rid of good old perfectionism. Anyway, yeah, so another technique I'd recommend is what Liz is really pitching here, and this is the idea that we want to get a group of people together, because the way the algorithm works a little bit on YouTube, I mean, I'm not the foremost expert here, but the basic way it's going to work is that it's about marketing here, okay? Google is a marketing business. If you ever wonder why is Google such a good search engine, what is the whole point of it? Marketing, okay? Google is all about marketing, and since they own YouTube, YouTube's algorithm is about marketing. Now, one of the nice things about YouTube is you can just put anything up here as long as it is not like, the whole like meant for kids thing with new content that, the government had that whole suit over. So as long as it's not the meant for kids group, and as long as it's not your, like extremely mature kind of material, then YouTube will let you, just put it up for free. So they'll give you access to all these kind of tools to do that. And then, of course, they're, like, it's a great platform for just being able to put content up, so only being able to trade in time, and to be able to make more connections, and eventually to get ad revenue once you break the 1,000 subscriber number and hit the, 400,000, like, not 400,000, 4,000, 4,000, yeah, hours of watch time. And yeah, so I mean, when I started out, there was no barrier for entry on ad revenue, and you kind of get grandfathered in on that. But anyway, when the rules kind of kicked in, I was already at a point over that level anyway. But don't want to talk about that too much. YouTube has their rules and whatnot, so make sure to always follow YouTube's rules and stay on their good side. But regardless of all that, basically, if you want to grow on YouTube, then talk to me, leave some comments below. We'll get kind of started on working on this together, regardless of what your channel is, because when we work together as smaller channels or as big channel helping smaller channels, all that kind of stuff, the thing is that you can really share commonality with it, okay? When content really links up, which I think that a lot of my self-help stuff and a lot of Liz's self-help stuff, for example, links up. And of course, like this kind of content about us both wanting to grow our channels and to, have more success and to help more people. I think when you have those kind of content sync up, kind of things, you want to make more connections, you want to build those relationships, you want to kind of have more cooperation. Because what you're ultimately wanting to do is you want to have different people who are going to be attracted to some content. People who are checking out Liz's content can check out my content that, goes with their kind of stuff. And vice versa. Some of my fans who really like my stuff out in the woods shooting self-help videos can see the appeal of a lot of Liz's great material on self-help as well. And so it doesn't just have to be that. It can be gaming videos, it can be cooking videos, whatever it is. Find a group that is going to be able to help your YouTube channel grow and who's going to be able to, get you those initial people over there. So I'd say that that's the one big thing. Another thing about YouTube is that it's not a zero-sum game kind of thing. It's not like when you go into trading and you're risking your money against, somebody else having the chance to win your money or opportunity in the stock market, etc. In this case, if you show up on YouTube and you follow the rules and everything and you put up videos, the worst thing that's going to happen is nobody's going to watch them. Okay, that's the worst thing. Mean comments don't actually matter. You can block those people, delete those people if you need to, if they get too offensive. Otherwise, just ignore them, because positivity is a big thing about YouTube. There are a lot of really happy people out here that are ready to help other people and to be great and to grow together. So link up with this project, jump on with growing your YouTube channel as well. So check out Liz's video on that one, and yeah, let's get some accelerated growth for this year. Let's take off. And once again, as she said, this is not a formula to kind of do the get rich overnight kind of thing, get, 1 million subs in one night, get the viral videos. But what it is doing is building the long-term connection. So I would say that that's extremely valuable. Thanks for, linking me up on that stuff, Liz, and for starting this amazing project. I may shoot future videos about, your kind of content that will be on Grow with YouTube if you want me to, or not, if you don't want me to. And yeah, I think this is a fantastic project. I think that it's something that we should all kind of just jump on board with and start trying to grow together. Just doing this thing where, when our content syncs up, it's going to be valuable to each of us to be able to share kind of our ideas, our fans, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think that in the end, this is the kind of thing you want to be able to grow the smaller channels into being more successful, getting the attention of larger channels, getting better sponsorship, getting ad revenue, all that kind of stuff. So I think that as long as we make good content, as long as we, go for what we desire and what we believe in, follow the think and grow rich kind of formula here, and make this kind of mastermind alliance, which is basically what this is, that, it's a no-lose strategy. So I would go for this. Talk to us, at least talk to me here about what your channel's about, what you want to do, and that stuff, and let's get growing here. Let's get to, those 1,000+ sub levels and get all the watch hours and go even beyond that to have higher levels of revenue, passive income, and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, anyway, that's me. I'm Walt here over on the clouds right there, so check out the other stuff, and yeah, I'll see you next time with the next video. So thanks for watching. See you then.